Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Doctor Who Reviews, and it's finally upon us, the new series of Doctor Who. Let's go!
Woo, woo.
Woo.
Yay.
Lots of whooping, 4 people whooping, because we have 4 co-hosts, as well as my good self, on this podcast. I know, we're insane. Firstly, to my virtual left, they're tired of all this bullshit they keep saying on TV about the communist plan. It's Freezing Inferno.
What?
Google it. Google it, my man.
My person. Google it, my person.
Google my person.
My non-specific gendered blue-haired individual.
What?
Google it
No, you
Fresno.
can't be a person. I'm allergic to people.
This went off the rails immediately.
Antihistamines, Cat. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome
Just look at that
to
joke.
the last ever season of Doctor Who, because we're going to have to go back to our wilderness years. Yay!
Woo.
There was actually ammunition for people that are pushing that stupid thing, but we'll get to that a bit later on. But I don't believe it.
I think RTD's trolling.
I think he is too. Yeah, I absolutely think he's trolling as well.
I hope he is.
Anyway, to my virtual right. It's cold outside and the paint is peeling off her walls. It's Cognitive Usurper, better known as Cat.
You honestly don't know how true that is. We actually just repainted that long ago, barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, derailed your joke. What you gonna do now?
It wasn't a joke. It's a reference to a song lyric. Anyway. Just use Google. It's right there and it's free.
No.
Also, it's instruction to our audience. What the hell are these intros going on about? I promise you, they are relevant to the episode. Like this one. He may be paranoid, but he's not an android. It's Kuchiri.
Wait. I might be an android? What do you mean? What? Hey, that's a joke, right?
Yes, and it went completely over your head.
Is your name Shadow? Are you Shadow Android?
What? No,
Wow.
What?
Excuse you. Kuchiri runs on iOS. Thank you very much.
Oh.
You can't hear right now, but I am clapping that joke from Cat. And finally, our special guest. Let them play you the song of their people. Please welcome SecondArchive.
Woo.
Hi, everyone. I'm just happy to be here. I love Toxic by Britney Spears.
See, that's funny because the second episode ever of the new Doctor Who back in 2005 actually did have a Toxic by Britney Spears needle drop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It did.
All connected.
No, it's literally let's play our classical music from my homeworld. And it's Toxic by Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But yeah, second is from the Common Writer Hibiki podcast. Me, Rain, and Kuchiri have been doing, and we've been doing it the second, and it's pretty good. It's a very strange vibes-based drummer show. But we're not talking about that here today. We've brought them over to this side of the insanity sphere, the new Doctor Who.
Yeah.
They also make amazing covers, Yakuza, other Tokusatsu properties. Overall, awesome channel.
And they're also a fresh new person for me to convince to watch Symphogear.
Oh, God.
Second, I am so sorry. You need to run now.
I've had multiple people recommend me Symphogear now, so I think it's just gonna happen. Just like Doctor Who. I've had multiple people recommend me Doctor Who, and here we are.
It's because
You know what I'm going to say? Watch Symphogear. Do not watch the last season.
Yeah.
No, watch the last season.
Do not watch the last season.
Yeah, you gotta watch the last season. You gotta.
Fan recommended
Yeah,
cut
watch
off final
the
episode of the 4th season.
So fair recommend.
The last season's so frustrating.
Speaking of last seasons, let's get to our
Yeah.
Back to Doctor Who.
Smooth Kuchiri, smooth as butter. Yeah, so we've got a whole new season of Doctor Who ahead of us. And this time, the lead actor is in from the beginning, because in the first series that he did, he was filming something else. I think it may have been Barbie. Did you see the Barbie
he was in
movie?
a few other projects.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
So he actually came in episode 5, was the first to be filmed. The first episode they filmed of the series, he wasn't there at all. It was a single-handed effort from the companion, who's not in this series yet. It's a different companion. I know it's confusing, second, but just go with it. This time around, Shigegatwa is here from the beginning.
Yay!
And by God, is he good from the start?
Oh, he kills it. I love him.
What is he wearing at the beginning? Is it a kilt or just a long
it's a
flowing
kilt.
skirt? Whatever it is, slay. Yes.
Clothes. He's wearing clothes.
Yes, King. Yes.
We do get a Yas Queen in the episode, actually, from the dot.
Yes, exactly.
I love this man.
He does kill about 20 patients though in the hospital.
You're not supposed to think about that.
Yeah, we're just going to ignore that part.
Trying to get one nurse's home address. Oh, I've just turned off the entire generators of the hospital.
We're going to assume he put it back to rights because he is the doctor and he does that.
Everyone on life support is dead.
They'll be fine.
Everyone in McKinney is dead.
Yeah, maybe not the best gag to make, RTD.
Well, I mean, there are much worse things that happen in this one.
Yes, he makes a worse gag later on.
And I'm sure
Yeah.
We will never forgive RTD for the cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
How dare they steal that cat?
I was gonna. Well, they did something to the cat. They didn't steal it. I was going to do this later on, but since the cat was brought up, 1 second. Please tell me it's going to work this time.
I'm honestly
Yes,
glad
there
I
is
didn't
one
have Chris
second
watch
live.
this one.
It's going to work this time.
Only 1 second. There will ever only be 1
Please
second.
do not.
Sound
No.
advice. Sound advice.
Like, so the funny thing is, I was watching this with my roommate, and my roommate was like, "Oh, I love these robots. They're so adorable. The faces and all that." And like,
Yeah.
she's praising the robots, and all of a sudden the cat happens, and I look over to my roommate, and she has like the most pronounced frown ever. She was like, loving the robots too.
I no longer love these robots.
The fact that they actually put the cat's face on their face, no, that's not okay.
Oh God.
The cat is
You know what I just
irrelevant.
realized? You know, I just realized these are just an evolved version of the emoji bots from Capaldi's
Yes.
It's like you have the emoji bots and you slap them onto the big robot guy from Husbands of River Song.
era. Oh God, it is.
It's exactly that. Speaking of things that showed up in previous episodes, Kuchiri noticed something, and I noticed it too about Belinda's flat.
No, that's definitely Donna's flat.
Like,
That's
when they
100%
smack-
Donna's
like-
flat from the 60th specials. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I was just going to agree with you. When they smashed the staircase, I'm like, this is an identical setup to that flat, the Noble's flat from Star Beast.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Rain, but don't a lot of flats just look exactly the same and exactly like this?
It is partially that, but also Fresno has a point because they are using 7 different sets and recycling them.
Sounds about right.
But also,
Because
this
it
scene
is
was
someplace.
shot. The outside of this was shot in a house because Doctor Who and Lee showed it, and the actors. There are actors in those robots. They're not just puppets or CGI.
It's the same ones from the Kamen Rider Bugman from the 60s.
Yes, it's the same 2 actors. You're absolutely right.
You're just saying that with our common writer friend here, not giving any further context.
But the best thing is that the high tech way of making sure the actors didn't freeze in the costumes. Heat pack inside the costume.
There you go.
Ah, simple but elegant solution.
Yep, and they just put like hot water balls in there, and they were nice because they filmed this during December of 2023. The whole outside shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is just crazy how far back they filmed these because Gatwa wasn't even on our screens yet. Like, he was announced as the Doctor at this point, but it was a different Doctor being the different actor being the Doctor.
He had just come to our screens in the giggle, but yes.
Okay.
Well, no, this they were filming during the premiere of Wild Blue Yonder. So Giggle was
Okay.
the following week.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But these robots are interesting. Kind of feel like this could have been a Sideman story.
Yeah,
They're
it has some
Cybermen.
shades.
They're
But
Cybermen.
I
I was
like that
expecting
it
it to go
wasn't.
that way.
I like that it wasn't. I like it when you have some originality. Not everything has to be, the same old monsters.
Well, I believe we're not having. Well, having said that, they said this last season, and then they brought back Sutek of all things. But
Well,
officially, it's
I
supposed to
think
be all new monsters.
I think you're gonna get some Daleks this year.
I'm going to throw a wild theory.
Uh-oh.
We're going to get Maestro for Eurovision.
Yes,
Ooh,
I'd be
okay.
fine with that.
probably a cameo, but yes.
Well, that's not a legacy Doctor Who villain. That's the villain from last year. But I buy it.
What about you,
This-
Second? What are your impressions of the Doctor?
I like him. He's fun. That's all I've got so far.
Fair.
I think you mentioned that I assume previous iterations of the Doctor have not been quite so forthcoming about sharing and expressing their emotions in a healthy way. So I appreciate that they made an effort towards that. Because I went in like, oh yeah, that's good. That's healthy. I wonder if he's always been like that. And I look back at the other ones and they're these very stern looking white men. I'm like, I don't think he's always been like that. I think they're moving him in that direction. So I
So
think
They weren't
that's
always
a good
stern.
direction.
You had the 11th
Some of them
Doctor
are
who was very
whimsical,
much
that's
a
true.
puppy. But yeah, close
Okay.
enough.
Puppy. 11.
So the story goes during whenever the Doctor dies, they regenerate.
Yeah.
Whenever the previous Doctor, the one we were just talking about that was going that was airing at the time they were filming this, they did something controversial where instead of changing David Tennant to Nishui Gatwa, they split them apart. So the 14th and the 15th faced the God of Games at the same time.
Okay.
Because it was the big final boss fight. While they were trying to explain what this meant, how could the 15th Doctor and 14th Doctor be two separate things? The 15th Doctor tells the 14th Doctor, hey, for the last 3,000-4,000 years, you've been suppressing all these emotions. It's time for you to just relax, have some therapy, think to yourself, and then you
That's
become
good.
me. And so
That's good.
the reason why the 15th Doctor is this way is because the 14th Doctor went and had a family and was basically went through therapy for who knows how many years and then eventually just disappeared.
Okay. All right. So it was scheduled. I had scheduled therapy and I'm going to schedule going back to work.
Basically.
Yes, Rain.
It's okay. I didn't want to interrupt you. Sorry. It's just I've remembered something, a quite funny thing that happened during the filming of the robots taking Belinda out of the house scene.
Oh, they were crushing her.
You can actually see it on the episode. She gets squashed between the two robots,
Yeah.
and they kept that in.
So we also talk about the plot point in the room, in the yard, the new neighbor.
This. Okay.
New.
All right. Go off.
So last year, we met this kind old lady who spoke to us in the screen. We don't know who she is. This is Mrs. Flood.
She can break the fourth wall.
She could
She's
break
the
the
Ronnie.
fourth wall. There's a million theories on who she is, but of course, last year they did not answer any of them. However, when the God of Death was killing everyone, she was being really super creepy and scary to a 90-year-old grandma. Showing that she may be evil, and then at the end of the season, she basically was saying winter was coming for the Doctor, all that stuff. Whatever. She's apparently moved since then. She was the previous companion's neighbor. Now she's the new companion's neighbor. And she's still doing her shit.
Looking right to the camera, and she's like, you didn't see me, loves. You didn't see me. I'm not here.
But the thing is, the fact that she's trying to hide from the Doctor kind of shows that if the Doctor sees her, there's a non-zero chance he's going to recognize who she is.
She's the Ronnie.
Did the Doctor see her during season 1? I cannot.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes, during the goblins.
Okay. Well, then, Well, anyway, do
No,
you want to
you
get
see,
into your
I
big?
think what's going to happen is he'll see her and be like, "Wait, you moved here?" And then
Ah.
he'll start to be like, "That's a
Okay.
mystery I need to solve."
Yeah,
I'm
But
a
she's trying to
serious
avoid
mystery.
that.
Anyway, Kuchiri, do you want to get into your big conspiracy theory?
I think Mrs. Flood is Belinda.
Oh my god.
So I know it's like Second just choked on something. Like, what do you mean? So there was that weird little moment later on the episode we'll talk about in detail, where basically we have this big mind meld of the villain, the Doctor, and Belinda, and all kinds of things happen. The Doctor explains, "Oh, I saw your life." There's a shot of the Doctor holding Belinda as a baby.
Maybe not that. It might be something else, but I'll get to that later.
But it's going through, and then all of a sudden, Belinda now knows what the TARDIS is. Which, of course, you go online, people are like, "Oh, there was an editing mistake. They forgot to do the scene where he explained what the TARDIS is." No. She mind melded. But we had a previous companion who did a weird little mind meld thing, the Doctor, and she kind of became another Doctor herself, the meta Doctor crisis. I know, big words. I'm scaring the new person. But what if this is a retread of the meta Doctor crisis, but this goes one step further, where because there was DNA involved, she's now part Time Lord, and maybe instead of being a more nice companion, she is actually what Turlo was meant to be in the 80s, more of an antagonistic companion after a while. Anyway, that's my theory.
I just want to add, you're talking, the whole thing, the editing mistake. Oh, it was just an editing mistake. Yeah, and they put Matt Smith in the wrong jacket in the Angel two-parter. They took his jacket off when he's.
I was going to mention that, yeah.
So I don't know. It's out there, but who the fuck knows? We'll see.
You gotta remember, this is also last season. How many times did we have Mavity?
Gravity. You're waiting for that. You're waiting for the person to say gravity and have it be a thing.
Yeah, no, that's something else I've been saying every podcast since the Mavity was introduced. Long story short, Second, the Doctor, while having the hots for Isaac Newton, said gravity, and Isaac Newton misheard him and called it Mavity instead.
Okay, so it's Mavity now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Okay, go ahead.
So without scaring the new person, so sorry, Second. I'm going. I know it's a little too late for that. I'm going to refute this a little bit. So there is such a thing as off-screen dialogue. You don't want to bore the audience by repeating the same things over and over again. So it's entirely possible that he explained what the TARDIS is off-screen. But obviously you have to have it's bigger on the inside moment, because we all wait for that moment. That is a classic that we always have to have. Explaining what the TARDIS is, that's just something that happens. Maybe it was part of the mind meld, who knows? I also think that it was actually him holding her as a baby, because he says specifically, "I was there from the beginning." And also, I'm sorry, I cannot see it being another, Dr. Donna type thing, because the last time this happened, we had that whole, she will implode thing, and then the whole let it go bullshit, and I cannot do that again. I'm sorry. If it turns out to be that again, I will die.
Yeah. So also I just want to say that deleted scenes are a thing. So it's entirely possible that
true.
it was explained to her off in a deleted scene that just didn't make the cut. I'm keeping it in mind. It could be that. It could be what Kat said about it just being explained off camera. It could be part of the mysterious mystery. We don't know, and we won't know.
Until
Also, I'm
7
still holding
weeks from
strong as
now.
Ronnie. Bring
But
back
she's a
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
And then all of a sudden, it's just her pointing at a random sign that definitely wasn't there in the first
Oh,
episode.
don't start me, please.
No. Kat solved this. She was an angsty goth girl. She was a dramatic goth girl with extra flair and sass, and just being performative, being a dumb theater kid. This is solved.
It was all
Stop
mirrors
trying
all
to
along.
defend it.
No, I refuse. I'm cooking an essay, god damn it.
You're cooking something, but it ain't an essay.
So should we discuss what do we got next on this thing? Oh yeah,
Belinda.
Belinda. Shall I present my slide at this point?
Oh God.
And
Belinda Chandra.
and I want to state I mean this metaphorically, not literally, but where? No, come here, present window. Where are you, silly goose? Technology.
It's a goose.
I mean this metaphorically, not literally, but this is my takeaway of the episode, and a lot of my critique will center on this.
You're presenting a goose. Oh, for God's sakes.
For our distinguished guest, Clara Oswald was a companion who, in many ways, was an equal to Doctor Who called them on their bullshit, and who ascended to her own Doctor Who-like adventures. She's the fucking best. She's my favorite, and I see a lot of her in Belinda Chandra.
See, it's funny because I don't see that. I see Martha.
Really? Well,
You know
there's a
what I
lot of,
see in her?
you see in that.
I see fucking Belinda Chandra.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair.
Just saying.
That's also a major point. Kuchiri?
Speaking of Stephen Moffat character, didn't this episode feel very Moffat-esque? You had
Just a bit, yeah.
yeah, you had a little bit of a more of a hero kind of actiony episode, and then so when we bring up Moffat monsters second, usually Moffat monsters have like a very glaring rule to them that they have to abide by.
Yeah.
So if you ever just want to watch a really good episode from like 2007 with you and your partner, I mean, I don't know if you guys are into like horror and stuff. There's an episode called Blink. Where, long story short, the monster will kill you if you blink.
Mhm.
So those kinds of rules. So we have these robots whose main rule is they can't hear every ninth word.
I love
And then-
that quote.
Okay, yes.
And now
I
all
see
of
the
a sudden,
connection.
now you have to listen to all these different codes that the characters are trying to tell each other around the
Mhm.
robots. It makes extra viewings of this episode so much better. And I do kind of hope they kind of like bring these robots back later on in like other new Who seasons, because spoiler alert, the show's not getting canceled, guys. I'm sorry.
What?
I would just like to add, Kuchiri, your recommendation. Are you telling our good friend Second to watch an episode of the show from 2007 when it was good?
When the show was good.
Will you
Yes.
stop giving them the opening, please?
Keeping the memes alive.
That's one of our.
I mean, I could have mentioned the heist episode with Clara, where if you think you die.
That episode's kind of mid, but but the best part about it is her outfit. If she fucking slays in that thing.
Or the episode 4 before that, where if you breathe, you get killed by robots.
I think you're going to have to make a list. This is a lot of episodes to keep track
Yes, we are going to have to make a list. Also, Kat, go ahead.
You know what I would really love? A little mini series where they have like semi behind the scenes for each episode, where it's not like actual behind the scenes, but it's more like the Doctor and everybody else on the planet discover discover the ninth rule, the ninth word rule. And they're just sort of like messing around one day, and they realize the robots can't hear the ninth word.
A mini-zode.
Exactly. I want that, because that sounds interesting. I want to know how they discovered that.
I mean, you don't want a mini-sode where Belinda discovers she's attracted to herself? What? By the way, Second, that's a real mini-sode from like 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's an Amy episode. Mini
God.
episode.
Oh, that's right. So we should probably talk about that opening with her boyfriend, I guess.
Oh, Alan, yeah.
Yeah.
Bully Alan, yay!
What a nice fellow who doesn't suck at all. Just an ordinarily awkward lad, that Alan.
We will talk about the big twist with Alan later on, but the red flags are here right in this scene. The wrapping paper.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting. I have a question. Kat, do you remember the Dalek one with the time loop in Jodie Whittaker's era?
Yes, I know.
You're asking me to remember a Chibnall episode? Yeah,
Okay,
unfortunately, I do.
I'm making a point here. Do you remember how it had that guy who was kind of creepy and kind of stalkery, and
Yes, I
everyone-
remember him very
and-
well,
yeah,
unfortunately.
and everyone was like, "Oh, we didn't really peg on that," and you were like, "I knew instantly this man was a creeper."
Yeah.
Did you get red flag vibes from Alan in the opening of this episode?
Oh, 100%, because it's like, okay, something is up with this dude, and I'm so glad he's not in the episode anymore because, oh god, he's back.
Yeah.
The girlies can tell.
And worse.
Surprise!
I do want to point out in my little chat whenever I was catching up with Doctor Who, I did say Mr. I collect the high heels for my ex-girlfriends was a serial killer.
You did. You did.
Yeah, that's essentially, it was one of their New Year's specials, second, and it had this guy who he literally collected high heel shoes from his exes,
Long story short,
and
they
that was
apparently
supposed to
left
be
it behind.
endearing.
No, yeah, I could see the red flag
Yeah.
coming
And
off
here's
of
the
that
wild
one.
thing,
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
That's one of the better episodes that showrunner did.
It is, but we won't.
Hey,
tell
if
you
it's a
what
compelling show, sometimes you have to have a compelling villain.
He's not the villain, but he
guy who
absolutely
collects-
should have been the villain.
Oh no, wait, he should be.
He's
Yeah,
not
no,
the
no,
villain, and he
he-
lives.
He also
Oh,
gets a
man.
girlfriend in the episode too.
Yeah.
Oh
and it's the
man.
girl who he's been sort of obsessing over. Yay! I love these kind of
Well,
stories.
I'm glad they didn't do that for this episode.
Yeah.
did
At least Ashley B was great in Doctor Who, but hey.
It's true. It's true. But, yeah, I think this whole thing, the concept of it's that thing. I bought you a star. Now you own that star, and having that be the consequence that gets the sci-fi plot going, where the actual people on this planet are like, "You're the queen of the star. You must come and help us." That's a really compelling plot hook. I really love that. It's clever.
That is nice.
The fact that the robots are called Miss Belinda Chandra bots.
And they dropped Miss Belinda Chandra bombs.
It's very Hitchhiker's
That
Guide.
one was good. Yeah.
On Miss Belinda Chandra, the planet.
Miss Belinda Chandra.
One word.
Miss Belinda Chandra 1, I think it's, but yes.
And the citizens of the planet are called Miss Belinda Chandrakind.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And they have
fantastic.
not two hearts.
No, they have like a secondary kidney thing.
That was a clever way, by the way, to explain the two hearts thing to Belinda without it dragging too long.
Yeah.
You see
Yes,
what I
the
mean about how
convenient-
they're just sort of steamrolling through it?
I like it, though. I like it.
Just like how I
I-
steamrolled through second. I am so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that was all I was gonna say. They are moving very quickly, and I appreciate that they don't spend a huge amount of time explaining things, and they just hold up the very convenient X-ray blanket, and now you know, and now we can move on with the plot.
Yeah.
In the old days of classic Doctor Who, they instead of 45-minute episodes, they would do 25-minute ones, and it'd be separated into 4 to 6 parts. And so we've come up with a meme called "Writers Gotta Eat," where the plot will just freaking stall and sit there for 20 minutes because this writer's sitting here in 1975 or whatever, chain smoking and being like, "I gotta get 20 more pages out of this shit."
Oh, it'd be even better because it'd be like, okay, everybody, we've got 5 episodes to fill. Okay, we'll have the first 4 be absolutely nothing happens, and then everything will happen in the last episode.
Ironically, Kat, this is basically what happened to Colin Baker's first season.
I know. Don't remind me.
I will say this. I think the pacing of this particular opening episode is really good. It went by really quickly. We don't really dwell too much on things we don't need to dwell on. We could maybe have pushed it out 5 more minutes to develop some things, but that's a minor nitpick.
I mean, it's a little bit better than the Tenet specials from last year, where I felt like both the first episode and the giggle could have been like, an extra 10 minutes longer to let some things cook a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Wild Blue Yonder was perfect.
Yeah, Wild Blue Yonder is still probably the best of the new series.
So
It's so fun.
can we talk
It's
about
so
Belinda?
creepy.
Can we talk about Belinda a little bit and how
Yes.
Yeah.
she's got these traits of these other companions? There's a little bit of Martha in her, a little bit of Rory, to be fair, too, because of the nurse thing, and a little bit of Clara, as I've mentioned. But she is her own lady, and she has her own interesting vibe, and I really dig her. She has the potential to be a new fave companion.
Can I also mention something?
Yes.
This is our first TARDIS crew without any Anglo-Saxons. And it's no Caucasians.
I am sure that certain subsections of the internet are being perfectly normal about this.
I'm also sure there's
Totally
many
normal.
people who've heard the Planet the Incels line and had an aneurysm.
Oh, we'll get to that line later.
Yes, we will.
Okay, King Bowser.
The RTD's on his shit again. That shit is pissing off the right kinds of people.
Good.
I like this. Rain?
And a rest in this subsection are all cowards. No, what was I going to say? Yeah, Belinda Chandra, I love the fact that this is a different dynamic that we got with 15 and Ruby. Now, I love Millie Gibson. I think she was hard done by only getting 8 or 9 episodes as the main companion, but they didn't really have that much of a dynamic beyond brother and sister who weren't brother and sister.
Mates, we're besties.
Yeah, besties having adventures, but we didn't really get the time to develop that, so when she left, it didn't really have that much of an impact. Just one of several problems with Empire of Death, but we're not going back to that. Making her almost not antagonistic, but pushing back against him constantly.
Friction,
yeah. That's what we needed, I think, just to make it different from Series 1. Okay, Kat.
Yeah, this is honestly somebody that the Doctor needs. It's like she's willing to step up and be like, yeah, no, you need to stop. And it's like he's needed that back before he had quote unquote therapy. But he honestly needs that a lot more now that he has had therapy, just to stop him from going back into his old ways. And it's something really important because like you can see that she has to put it in there's no real better way to put it. She has the cojones to step up and be like, oh, look, the typical Doctor stepping to the side and making the nurses do everything. And, she's willing to, there's that moment where she's like, she turns on the little robot and allows the robots to find her so that she can save the rebels and stop them from being exploded. And it's like, take me, I will go with you willingly. Just don't hurt these people. And it's like she shows a huge amount of character in such a short amount of time. And that is incredibly impressive. And it's like, I really enjoy her character so far.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to see more, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's not because she's like Clara, it's because she is Belinda Chandra.
No. I will add.
Miss Belinda Chandra.
Yeah, I will add. She has that same sort of Clara energy to her, the pushback and stuff. But she is definitely her own character for all the reasons you mentioned.
Yeah.
I also do like these companions that push back. Your Donnas, your Claras, your Bills. So she's fitting in.
Yeah, I try not to compare the companions too much because once you start to do that, you get to the point where it's like, I don't like this person because they're not enough like this person. And Martha's character really, that really hurt Martha a lot because she wasn't Rose, essentially.
Agreed.
Yeah, so it's like, once you start doing that, it's like, oh, well, she's not this person, so therefore she's not enough.
Right.
So, I try to avoid doing that.
She's
Just to
strong
avoid
in her own-
another Martha situation.
That's right. So she's strong in her own right. But the boys have their hands raised.
Yeah, go ahead, Rain.
No, Kuchiri was first.
Because I keep losing my thought because I keep getting a thought in my head and I keep losing it, and I think I lost it again.
Okay.
We'll let Rain go, and maybe if the thought comes back.
Well, Fred's brought it up about Donna.
Wait! Before I forget again, this isn't the first time that the Doctor has done half the crap he did that Belinda yelled at him about at the end of the episode. He also DNA scanned the companion from the previous series. And him doing a DNA scan on companion like 10 years ago with the entire plot point and big plot twist that ended a mid-season finale.
Amy?
Amy, yeah, you were never here to begin with. You're somewhere else, but I swear I will find you. Then just liquidates her because he knew that wasn't the right DNA. Yeah, no. So the fact that for me, we've been seeing him do this for years, and then now all of a sudden it's like, wait, he probably really should have asked for consent all those times.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I'm glad I remembered before I forgot it again. Anyway,
it's fine. It's fine. I was just going to mention, but Fred's got there first about. I do see a bit of Donna in Belinda.
Mhm.
Not in the sense that she's like the new Donna, but just like some Donna traits in Belinda. Pushing back and not, accepting it as it is, and being willing to stand up to even the Doctor, and that's great. But also, I want to make sure that second was included. So, what do you think of Belinda?
I like Belinda. I think she's fun, and I'm in like the middle in terms of comparing her to previous companions. I don't have that much context as everyone else does, but my understanding is that even if a newer companion has similar traits to the previous ones, like the Doctor is also different. So like the whole dynamic is completely different, as opposed to if Belinda had been paired with like the 10th or the 11th or the 6th Doctors. I'm sure it wouldn't have been like the exact same plot or dynamic or characters going on. So like I think it's fine to like take some of the traits that people liked about companions and write a new character, especially when you have two new characters essentially that are going to be interacting in different ways. I liked her. She was fun.
That's well
This is
said.
why I like her in Fresh
As I will say about everyone on the show.
Yeah.
And the Sixth Doctor. Can you imagine?
So the Sixth Doctor may have choked one of his companions.
To be fair, he was kind of going insane at the moment, but he did do that still. Yeah.
No, you know what I'm thinking? If she ever met the 12th Doctor, they would be at each other's throats like all the time.
Oh my God, Big Finish, please.
Oh my God, Big Finish, please.
It'd be like two like chihuahuas yapping at each other constantly with like a fence between them, and then somebody takes opens the gate and they just sort of stop and they just sort of look at each other awkwardly.
Yeah.
You thought the Kill the Moon ending scene, this is the Doctor getting chewed out? Oh,
yeah.
That would rule. But yeah, I'm glad that you latched on to Belinda even without this whole 60 years of context of other traveling companions. You latched on to who she was. She's feisty, she's cool, and that's really neat.
But speaking of companions, how about one we didn't actually get?
Oh yeah, this lady.
Yeah, so Sasha 55. This lady kind of sums up my problem with the whole thing. Yeah, but Sasha 55 and the Rebels. We do get the every ninth word scene out of it, which is terrific.
I'm sorry, but the way you said it sounds like Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
Sasha 55 and the Rebels.
Sasha 55 and the Rebels.
What a band name that is.
What, Sasha 55, don't you mean the next 10 years of Big Finish media? What?
God, no, please. Look, this character was underdeveloped. She can stay underdeveloped. It's fine.
We don't have to develop every single character, Big Finish. It's fine. Thank you.
I knew she was doomed, by the way, because as soon as they take me to the stars, yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said that.
12 seconds later, vaporized.
Listen. It's still better than the 2 weeks to retirement ship that we had in the Chibnall era.
It is, because it actually, the Doctor feels upset when he sees her perish, but also he knew all those other rebels that died, and he didn't seem to care about them.
I'm sorry to say that. It's like, you're going to take me to the stars, Doctor, because I'm 2 weeks away from retirement.
Oh my God.
More like 20 seconds away, but yes.
We also talk about the fact that the Doctor has already been enmeshed in this place for 6 months in a way that, time bullshit, but which 15 has been doing a lot. Just last episode, we had him basically take a year to just vibe in that hotel. And now here he is. He's taken 6 months to get to know these rebels. And so he mourns the loss of one of them.
He's taking more time to just sit and meet people. And he's never really done that before, the Doctor.
Again, emotionally vulnerable. I like it.
Yeah, I also like it. Actually connects us to the world.
I like
Yeah, there is quite a lot of world building in a very short space of time here. We also have to talk about that disintegration or vaporization effect, because that's gnarly.
Nasty shit.
Sorry, Daleks, why are you here? Oh, you want your special effects back? Okay.
No, this is like the Daleks on steroids, because the Daleks didn't like vaporize the person. They may have done like one or two old stories, but typically they get hit with the X-ray, they scream, they fall over dead, but the body is still there. This just cleans up after the kill.
It's
Yeah.
nasty.
Also, it shouldn't have been funny, but the robot legs walking around.
There's a lot of that dark comedy in this episode. Can pair that with the end of the bad guy, the main antagonist.
Oh my god!
I mean, I don't know about you, but I laughed at that. That was hilarious.
You were meant to laugh at that.
That's comedy. Yeah.
A pathetic person had a pathetic end. That's kind of the point.
A man died, and you're like, good.
You killed an incel. Yay!
You're laughing. A man is dead and you're laughing. Yes, I am. It's funny.
I am, and I'm tired of pretending it's not.
Incels watching this episode. Hey, is this play about us?
This is mostly for Chris's benefit, but yay! A Warhammer 40k player died.
Oh my god.
She's laughing in the background, so therefore I win.
Not all of them are that bad. Some.
Hi, Chris.
Our secret six guest is Chris.
By the end of the season, all 10 of us in the podcast Discord is just going to be in an episode. That's how this is going.
That's your goal. That's your goal, isn't it?
Listen, we'll do a hot takes podcast like I did for Quantum Leap, where it's just 10 of us bullshitting about whatever.
Chris would like me to put in a disclaimer: not all 40k members are that bad, just some of them.
Fair.
It's okay. We
Fair.
understood.
We understand.
Not
The
all
worst
Warhammer
of
40k has
them.
got it.
We understand. Thank you. Let Chris on the bed.
She is there.
Good. You're doing good.
Steal the Chris.
I mean, she
Abscond.
stole me. She stole the cat. Maybe you should learn from that, Rain.
We don't talk about the cat for a while.
Chris took Steal the Cat to a whole new level.
Yeah, she did. For
just got it.
context, she kidnapped me from across the entire United States.
I just got that. God damn it.
You just got that?
I've got a lot of pain in my back. Lay off me.
No, you need to lay down, apparently, if you have pain in your back.
Rain, I think you need to use the sleep.
Do I need to come over there and use a sleeper hold?
So the Undercity scene then.
Oh, I love the Undercity scene. This is the quiet second act beat.
I love the Undercity scenes. I don't love Manny. Manny's a dick.
It's
Manny should have
whole-
got shot instead of one of the
benefit,
rebels. Manny's a dick.
This is
that's-
also for Chris's benefit. If I had a nickel for every guy named Manny who was a dick, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't weird, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice so far.
You leave Manny from Grim Fandango alone. God damn it.
Oh,
No, it's a
God.
different Manny. It's a Manny we know in real life.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, it's the whole, oh my god, you caused this, you're complicit. How dare you let your boyfriend buy you a certificate that says you're on a star? The blood is on your hands. And I
This
do
is
like
your
Future-
fault because you happen to be the exact same name as our place, and they happen to pick you up because you are the queen of this place, and they happen to do everything in your name, and it's like, cool.
Okay.
So this
I'll
character is just a self-insert for RTD's anti-monarchist leanings.
Wow.
He absolutely is.
Oh my god.
He's also a himbo.
So sweet.
A little bit.
I mean,
yeah.
he's not that cute.
Okay, but I do love this scene for Belinda, just because she starts at being a nurse and seeing a whole bunch of sick people and going, okay, hang on, how do I use my training to help these fellas out? And I love the scene. Do Miss Belinda Chandrans have the same shoulders as humans? Yeah. Okay.
The guy's even like, no, you don't have to help me. Everybody is like,
I love it. She's caring and compassionate, and this is why she activates the polish robot and sacrifices herself. Which I will say, you can make your critiques about the thing. I will say, I was simultaneously like, this makes perfect sense for a character like Belinda to do. And girl, what in the fuck is you doing?
honestly, I'm just happy that it wasn't one of those scenes where the robots come in and are like, we don't care, we're going to kill everybody anyways, sort of moments.
No.
And that it
Well-
actually worked for once. This doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
No, she didn't go in there without a plan. She didn't go in there with a plan. She really was just like, if it'll stop the suffering, fine, do it. I will lay down my life to help these people. I'm that compassionate about human life.
Did I hear a scooter go past someone's window there? I've heard a horn honk.
Yeah, someone just drove past my house honking.
Wow, consider it. What
are they, a Warhammer fan?
Yes.
We're gonna get so many Warhammer hate comments, and I'm for it.
Come
at me, bitch.
I have never played a Warhammer, but I hear as long as you are a respectful individual, please enjoy the tabletop gaming.
Yeah. This robot, this polish robot, or to use its actual name, Scoot.
Polish.
Scoot.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he had a name. I like him. He's cute. He doesn't kill people, as far as I know. Maybe he doesn't kill.
He kills one person
he
that deserved it.
people. That's not people.
Oh wow. We're cancelled. Wrap it up.
Well, actually,
For doing his
pushes up
job.
glasses.
Republicans are coming for us.
Oh my God.
They were
I
going to come
wasn't
for
going
you
to say
anyway
it.
for watching Doctor Who.
I wasn't going
Ain't
to
that
say
the
it,
truth?
and y'all did.
It was announcement that lasted for 10 years. Bye, everybody.
Got aborted. That's
while we're pissing off the right in this episode in every single way, what's one more?
The fact this aired on Disney Plus is just chef's kiss.
It was.
I love that. I love that this whole thing aired on the Disney Plus.
Hang on. I gotta get the screen cap of Darren Mooney's thing for you. Keep talking. I'll find it on my own. This summed it up perfectly.
The Blue Sky post.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through his.
You get that, but yeah, this is very much that gadget robot from Waters of Mars, but who cares? It's great.
I love Scoot. I want a Scoot plush now.
Yeah, he's not named on camera, but he on the official Doctor Who website, his name is given as Scoot.
Friendship ended with K9. Scoot is my new best friend.
Let's not go that far.
Yeah, we're not going that
far.
No, I just saw the thing. Anyway, I found this. What do we call Blue Sky posts?
Blue Sky posts.
Blue Sky posts. Whatever. Anyway,
I think they're called. There's something.
Do not call them bleats, or I'm kicking you out the podcast.
Whatever the fuck they are. Then
you know what we could call them? We could call them Skypes.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Critic Darren Mooney had this to say, and I feel it's apt.
Yep.
Good
Well
for him.
said, sir. Well said.
Can I just point out that out of context, that screen cap looks like all those people are the incels.
A little bit,
That's
yeah.
the point of the incels.
But really, it's the robots who are the incels. Not on purpose. It's not their fault.
The fact we also get a robot overlords mention from Sasha.
Okay, I'm sorry. I when you said Planet of the Incels, I was imagining Planet of the Apes, and the bit on the beach with the it's like a statue of some incel.
I mean, we do technically see half of a Statue of Liberty at the end of this episode.
You maniacs! You blew it up! Damn you!
I mean, that might be what actually happens. Who knows?
No,
I hate every girl I see, from girl and A to girl and Z.
No, you'll never
Ladies
make
and gentlemen,
AI
this is
out
Mambo
of me.
number 5.
So getting back on track just a bit, which is a doomed venture to begin with on the show, but we have to make an attempt at least.
Oh, do we get to talk about the A1 generator?
The A1 steak sauce
It's
generator?
the same old brand new years, the A1 generator. No,
I had to make that reference. I had to.
Why are you referencing steak sauce?
can we just point out, or can I just point out that, okay, I did see this twist coming about 10 minutes before it was revealed. It doesn't make it any less impressive. It's a good twist.
There's always a twist at the end. But yeah, the AI generator thing, it's now your mileage may vary, but it's kind of a Russell gets to have his cake and eat it too. He gets to bring up AI generation and be like, oh, this fucking sucks, doesn't it? Look how oppressive this shit is. But the episode isn't about that. So
it's a guy.
Well, yeah, it's a guy, and then it goes into a whole different thing. And it goes into a whole different complete thing that right-wing people believe in, and they're like, actually, you fucking suck for believing in this.
Yeah.
I sent you the reason for the reference, Rez. It's in the chat.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Your country's fucking stupid.
Help.
Oh, that was her?
That was her, yes.
Oh my gosh. That's how this whole
God.
episode felt.
Rain, talk about the generator.
Why me?
Because you're the host, you dingus.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought you were making some
Why
kind
am
of.
I in charge? What?
I thought you were making some kind of comparison that wasn't warranted.
No.
Because you're in charge.
Thank God for that. Yeah, so firstly, I just want to point out, shout out to Johnny Green, the actor who plays Alan Budd. Because that prosthetic, that could not have been good to act in.
No.
Yeah. It
No
was a very
CGI on
cool
that.
performance, though. Yeah.
No CGI on that whatsoever.
Damn,
It was his
nice.
top half of his body and the bottom half, his legs, his torso, were hidden by what was meant to be like just part of the machine, but it was a black screen. So yeah, apart from that, no CGI whatsoever, and the generator itself was all built on the set as well. It just looks super impressive. Prez,
What did you say the guy's name was?
show
Yeah.
Johnny Green.
Johnny Green.
Johnny
Shout
Green.
outs to Johnny Green for cosplaying that one scene in Superman 3 that traumatized an entire generation.
I was going to say that they literally do that when it says, this is what will happen to you, Miss Melinda Chandra, and they turn into a robot on the demonstration.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, I actually did see that late at night on TV once, and yeah, I didn't forget that really quick.
And then a giant spider shows up.
No. Whatever.
Not really. It's a Kevin Smith reference.
I know what you're doing.
I'm just putting Kat's mind at rest that it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Kat. You won't
Go
have
on.
to do Jim Pertwee's finale.
Yeah, you do have an automatic veto out of that. So if that ever gets picked, so
Anyways, let's talk about the A1 incel generator.
so yeah, Alan Budd, the ex-boyfriend, is in fact the AI generator because he didn't go to Margate, he went to Stargate.
Margate's Stargate.
But
So,
also,
yeah, apparently on the ride up, Belinda this entire time was like, "It's Alan. Alan's the one who bought it." And then they had like that timey-wimey bullshit, which kudos to Shooty. He actually does say timey-wimey in this. And then Belinda looks at him and is like, "What am I, 6?"
yeah,
I love that.
I just want to mention really quick that on my television did an amazing thing to accentuate this episode. In that scene where Belinda's on the rocket and going through the time rift and things get all fucked up, my smart TV decided that Disney Plus should crash at that exact moment.
Cool.
Maybe you went through a
incredible
time
timing.
Nice timing.
What month is it, Frez?
It's, April.
Okay.
Oh,
Just checking.
You do know it's actually June, right?
Oh shit! You can't believe I missed Mega May.
I'm so sorry.
Razzie
Anyways,
smart weather. Anyway,
so yeah, it turned out that they actually went back. They grabbed Alan and they brought him there. What, like 10 years ago?
yes, that's when it all went to hell.
Yeah, and so he treated it as a giant video game and was basically killing people because it was a video game because he's an asshole.
He's
I'm
oh
just
boy.
gonna. I'm
He's
just
angry
gonna. Where is it?
You mean it's like a game? I get to be in charge and do whatever I want. This is everything I've ever wanted. And I want to add, I fucking love the flashback that reveals why Belinda broke up with him, where he's literally proposing, and in his proposal, he's fucking like, right, you're gonna have to wear this from now on. No texting past 8 o'clock, blah blah blah. Like, fuck.
Yeah, he was controlling. She like literally says that he was controlling. He would eye roll at her. He wouldn't take her seriously. It's like, yeah, he seemed like the type.
And the flags were there in the opening as Kat said. Like, he literally says, oh, I know that girls are bad at math, but anyway.
Yeah, because it's like I was thinking, oh, he got her a star. That's so no,
Red
nope,
flag.
something's wrong with this guy.
Red
Yeah.
flag alert.
You're gonna bring us to the infinite void. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Presents
it did
being
not
a bitch
present.
again. Presents
Yeah,
being a
it-
bitch again.
It's being a bitch.
But now it's working.
Yes.
Just gonna leave that there for a while.
Yeah.
This was the reaction to that planet, the incels line.
I can't believe that after the entire Chibnall years and all that, and you know, all of RTD Plus, now the right wingers are coming to it and they're like, oh, what? Doctor Who's doing more woke propaganda? What? I can't believe
Okay, Mickey Mouse.
it.
Okay, assholes, do me a favor. Define woke.
You know, they can't.
When women exist, and they definitely existed in this episode. Therefore,
Second, what are you doing?
yeah,
You're not an
you should
asshole.
watch it.
When women exist, when anybody of any other that's not straight white men exist, when gay people exist, shall I go on?
I don't like it. Therefore, it's bad.
Second, why are you telling me yourself? You're not an asshole. Gee.
I'm role playing. I'm getting in character so I can better understand.
I
what
Nice
this
am an
save,
episode is
nice
about.
save.
Do this.
Nice save.
Oh my god. But yeah, this guy sucks. He sucks so much and then he gets obliterated. Good.
The graphics on sorry, it's not a video game. The time explosion scene.
These graphics in real
70s.
life are terrible. They look so awful.
Yeah, all right. I cut it up, but oh, I should
Sorry, I
also
just had
point
to
out
do
that there was an interesting parallel with something. I'll get this off the screen now. There's an parallel with something that's
Ray?
yeah.
Parallel.
Oh.
No,
It's an
Fred.
interesting thing that could be considered a reflection with something that's in the news at the moment. Because have you heard of Adolescence? Not the concept of Adolescence, a TV show.
Oh fuck.
No.
Rain.
No.
I was gonna mention this, but people in another server talking about Doctor Who mentioned that show. I binged the entire fucking thing today. I am emotionally hollowed out.
Yeah, I could have
Okay.
warned you about that. I could have warned you against from doing that if you told me. So
Oh my god.
good job. But no, the point is, it's a coincidence. Any resemblance to it's a coincidence because this was written 2 years before Adolescence came out. It's nothing to do with it.
I know, but yeah, I mean, and Adolescence treats it a lot more seriously, whereas this episode is just like, oh, fucking insults suck ass. Oh, he's dead.
It treats it so seriously. The government is now asking for Netflix to show it free in schools.
They should. So
Oh my
They
god.
should, but also they're also using it to deflect from their own mistakes, which is not so good.
okay, I'm going to try and talk about this as best I can. And this does kind of get spoiled. It does kind of, it plays with it a bit, but from what I understand, you're basically supposed to know this going in. Adolescence is it's only 4 episodes. It's on Netflix, and it's a British show where there has been a murder and a 13-year-old boy is accused of it, and you follow from the perspective of the police. The SWAT team bursts in the door. You're under arrest, and you go to the station. It's like, what did I do? I didn't do anything, Dad. I didn't do it. Please believe me. And
He did it.
he absolutely did it. Yeah, but the reason he did it, so yeah, there's this whole thing that comes out. I won't get into too many details, but female classmate car park, knife wounds, and this whole shit comes out about where basically he asked her out and she rejected him, and then she called him an incel online and all this shit. And it's this really harrowing thing that's focused more on, the trauma that this has caused.
Oh, it gets worse.
And it gets worse. Are you thinking episode 3 or 4, right?
I'm just thinking of the fact that they're both 13.
Yeah, they're both 13. So it's like, it's this fucking harrowing, horrific show about, this loss and how men can be radicalized so easily to anger and hate. Like episode 3 is just entirely him being interviewed by a psychiatrist while he's in the facility or whatever, and he goes between this sad little boy and this angry, vengeful, hateful, spiteful little thing. It's just fucked.
Yeah, it is, and I'm not downplaying, that the real factors that went into adolescence, but it is a TV drama.
Yeah. The
BBC News kept saying it was a documentary.
It's not a documentary.
No, and it's disingenuous to say that it is.
That's correct.
I would like to think that they just made a mistake, but the fact that they kept making it is a little bit suspect.
From what I understand, you rather depressingly have a lot of incidents like this happening in England.
Not to this degree, no. It's a very extreme version of it.
Okay.
Is this because you won't give them scissors until they're 16?
I mean, we absolutely do.
God.
Look, I'm trying to make light of something that is very dark and depressing, just to
Oh,
bring
it's
the
fucking-
podcast up a little bit.
I was going to say,
depressing
you
right
said,
now.
does this happen in my country a lot? Last time this happened was the tragic murder of Brianna Jai.
Oh God.
But that wasn't typically just an incel thing, because that was a girl egging on a boy.
No, that Brianna guy was trans hate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
the ones that killed them was a girl egging on a boy to kill her.
I mean, if you want some incels, welcome to the land of the free.
I'm not saying Brianna
Location.
Jai egged anybody on at all, and rest in peace, Brianna Jai. I'm saying the people that killed her were a girl and a boy, and the girl egged on the boy.
Okay.
I mean, there was someone who did say Brianna guy did egg them on, and I did tell them to shove a house plant.
You did, yes.
Yeah.
This is where the cactus came from?
Yes.
Well,
Meklos is not happy about it, but who cares what Meklos thinks?
yes, that's true. Anyway, adolescence, holy fuck. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 7, 5 out of 5 stars.
Please don't put the 5 out of 7 joke on adolescence of all things. But
you know what I mean. But it's one of those 5 out of 5s where it's like, my soul has left my body and I never want to view that again.
absolutely agree with you, but also it's not a documentary. Anyway,
It's not a documentary.
But what I'm hearing is never watch this show. Thanks.
but before we get to the, I mean, yes, actually, that's correct. That's quite right. But before we get to the thing, though, the solution to this particular episode, our friend Mike was going to do a pre-recorded bit.
Oh,
about
hey,
something.
oh no, you spilled poutine gravy all over this bit. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do now. I guess we'll have to go on to the next segment, Rainiac.
No, I promised him because he couldn't put it in, and I felt really bad about this.
God damn it. God damn it. What?
He had his choice on the episode.
God damn it. RTD, how can you do this to me? God damn it. How can you do this?
Because he was not happy. He was not happy with Mike, and we will be hearing from Mike later in the series. They will be one of our guests.
Yeah, you hunker the fuck down for Zagreus because it's happening. I can't stop him, folks.
I mean, you can't stop him. Period. But
True.
yeah, I will just say this: Wizard of Oz. There's a lot of Wizard of Oz references, whether intentional or otherwise. They literally walk on yellow bricks as they're leaving entering and leaving the city. Come on now. It's right there.
Just going to leave this up for the duration of this segment.
Oh no. Yeah, all right. And the transmats the
the
tornado.
other
Look, I thought
Oh,
Mike had a
the
good
other
point,
road.
okay? I thought Mike had a good point. The transmats the tornado. He did not like the fact that an incel was taking the Oz the Oz role, but yeah. Because he
I
didn't
mean,
want
to
like,
be
six
fair, the
people-
wizard was kind of an incel.
Don't let Mike catch you saying that.
I mean, we've seen Wicked.
Don't let Mike catch you
I've
saying
seen Wicked.
whatever.
This
By the
doesn't
way, Ariana
mean
Grande
like-
was robbed of an Oscar. Yeah, I said it.
Oscars?
She was nominated for an Oscar, but lost out to Emiliana Perez.
Okay, excuse me, everybody. I've got to go to Hollywood. Okay, bye.
I'll get the bail money.
Oh, you just cost me
Don't need any
You just
bail
cost-
money. None needed.
psychic damage occurring.
I'm sorry, Fred. Anyway, that's all that Mike wanted to
Where the hell's
mention.
my shotgun?
Mike wanted to mention that the episode Doctor itself was a fantastic episode. It knocks the message out of the park. It's just as an Oz reference, it misses the mark.
No,
I think that's fair.
anyway.
I can kind of see it.
Right. That's off the
I
screen
don't know
now.
if
The
it
Oz
was
talk is
intending
over.
to be an Oz reference, but I
The
could see
Oz
it.
talk is officially over because the image is off the screen. Thank you, Fred. Right.
Thank God.
Well, I mean, to
Resolution
be
of the
fair,
episode.
the Tin Man does need a heart, so.
Resolution of the episode.
That's true.
This. Oh my God.
Oh, this is cinema right here.
So yeah, can we also appreciate the fact that the incel was defeated by touching tips?
Ah.
Waka waka.
Oh God.
Yes, the visuals are incredible,
This is
Hers is
beautiful.
bigger. Anyways.
and this scene does kind of maybe not like destroy Kuchiri's theory about Mrs. Flood being Belinda, because we do see Belinda as an older woman, and it's not Mrs. Flood.
What do Time Lords do again?
Fair.
He's not a Time Lord.
You just said she was the roadie.
No. What
No,
I'm saying,
Belinda's not a Time Lord.
Oh, Belinda's
what
not
I'm
Time Lord,
saying
right?
is during that blend, there might be a chance that whatever the Tetrayun gene that Tetrayu found during the Timeless Children.
Donna can't do it, though. Donna can't regenerate.
No,
That we
She
know
can
of.
let it go.
no, she let it go.
She can't hold her back anymore.
But we never had her give a chance to regenerate.
Yeah, because she let
And
it
then-
go.
And then, as we know with the Tribunal area now, because it's canon now, I'm sorry,
Ugh.
whatever causes regeneration is something that comes from the Doctor. Either it's a gene like the Granute gene or something entirely else. There's a possibility that Belinda got it.
Is that a Kamen Rider Gav reference?
Oh yeah.
Kamen Rider references on this show? Surely you jest.
I don't
Anyways,
just don't call
putting
me Shirley.
Kamen Rider Vor aside, let's go back to this really cool time explosion scene.
Isn't it just so cool though?
It's very
It's
70s.
so cool.
It's very 70s.
I like it.
This is
I like
Pertwee.
how the Doctor delivered the star diploma thing to her as well, where he dropped it inside of the cleaning robot and then it delivered it to her.
Polish.
Yeah, that was
That's
cute.
so
Polish,
cute.
polish.
Scoot
Like rolled it up for
yeah.
her.
That's cute so much. So much that I forgot his name right there, but thank you for reminding me, Rain.
You're welcome. And of course, this will have absolutely no bearings whatsoever on reality.
I mean,
None whatsoever. None
has
at
yet
all.
to
What
be
do you mean they
proven.
can't get back to the 25th or 24th?
it has been. Hey, if I had a nickel for every time that Doctor Who tried to get a companion back to a certain date, but couldn't because the universe blew up, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot better than having twice.
I mean, if we had a nickel for every single time that the Doctor was barred from a specific date, we'd be fucking rich.
It's true.
But the Doctor eventually pulls Belinda out of the time explosion, sees through her entire life. Again, that's certainly not going to have consequences because he now knows how she dies.
Well,
Just like a few people in this call, I'm sure it went both ways.
Wow!
God damn!
Yeah!
Butts are nice. Just buds in general are nice.
Buds.
She likes big butts and she cannot lie.
I don't know if he was talking about butts.
That's the intro for next week sorted out.
Okay, but like, I don't know if this time explosion is what causes, the Earth has been destroyed, season arc thing. I don't know if that's the cause or if it's something else.
I think we'll find out.
We will find out over the next 7 weeks. We'll be teased.
We know the
with
certificate is involved because we see it floating in space at the end, despite the fact that it's back in its frame as well. So what the hell's going on there?
And it did have to go back in time 5,000 years to Miss Chandra planet to become a foundational, holy, sacred text of that planet's history.
Also, how did the robots get it in the first place? The future version of it, but
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
That might also be explained later on. I don't know.
At this point, that certificate is the cracks. It's just everywhere.
It's the cracks, yeah.
Yeah.
Silence arc, silence arc, silence arc, silence arc.
And then, we'll get to the silence later on, Buckaroo.
And then I won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've read Shadow of the Gallifrey in the first 6 chapters.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good for you.
Some good stuff, which we'll get to on the plot.
I'm not in the first 6 chapters, but you're getting there.
I know which 2 stories you've done.
Yes.
And I know which one Sean's done. I know which one Lane has done.
Yes.
So now I know what to look out for. But I cannot bring myself to just do it out of sequence. I'm sorry.
You gotta take an hour for yourself, sit down, throw on some soothing music, and just power through the fucking thing.
That's what I did. I read 6 chapters in an hour. So
good. Okay, well, we can talk about book stuff when we actually wrap up the show. But
we can, yes. But
can I talk about the TARDIS scene with Belinda?
You can. I just want to point out that the Doctor saves Belinda here. That baby scene, it could be that's Belinda as a child that the Doctor is holding, or it could be that's Belinda's child that the Doctor is holding.
Who knows?
I think it's Belinda because he says he was there at the beginning, and that just screams to me that he's holding
RTD
Belinda.
could definitely mislead us with that.
True.
W
It is
you
RTD.
here. We'll see. It's RTD.
Yes,
But
this
yes,
is usually
the-
how this goes. Second.
RTD's
It's
totally
just
bringing
chaotic.
back Susan, you guys.
So the Doctor saves Belinda, pulls her out the time stream. Alan doesn't have him to pull her out the time stream, and is reduced to a sperm and a moon.
A sperm and an egg, which promptly
Polish.
cleans up.
I know where you live, Rain. I will stop by your place before I go to Hollywood.
And give me a nice T-shirt. That's so kind of you.
Sure,
Long
a
story-
very
long
nice
story
T-shirt.
short,
Where's my
the
shotgun?
second is the moon is a giant dragon's egg.
Oh! I didn't even.
Oh, even that.
You didn't catch that!
Little noodly thing, and then it lays an egg that is the exact same size and shape as the moon somehow.
Hold on, back up. Friends, the person that was 4 didn't catch that.
I thought you said something else. I didn't hear you say moon.
He said a
Oh,
sperm in the moon.
Yes, I clearly said sperm and I clearly said sperm and a moon move for Mary World. Dear God!
$700 for the play as a cow.
Oh,
I've
I feel
got
like
it.
this may have gone too long.
Well,
I'm upset.
let me try to wrap it up and talk about.
Yeah, Tardis, go.
Okay, I like this. I like this a lot because it is giving shades of Impossible Girl Clara, where the Doctor is beaming about, oh, you look just like Mundy Flynn from the episode Boom. There's a mysterious mystery surrounding you. We'll go on adventures. And she's like, I'm not one of your fucking adventures. You scammed me without my permission. Take me home, you psychotic asshole. And there has been some discussion on my Discord servers about Doctor Who that sort of mirrors the Doctor here with Alan from Belinda's perspective, where both of them were kind of being controlling and assuming shit about her life, and she's like, "Don't fucking do that. Let me be me." And I love that. I love that for her that she gets to push back. I love that friction. And again, comparing to this companion is kind of like other companions. We have sort of a Tegan and Javenka situation happening here. It's like, take me home. Oh, I can't. TARDIS is fucking up. Oh, fine. Well,
How did this get here again?
Who's this for?
The people online comparing it unfavorably to what you said about Belinda and the incel scene.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I like this friction. I like the fact that Belinda is not really like unwilling. Oh my God, I refuse, but more like, oh, for fine. I will just deal with this until I can get home. And I'm sure she'll enjoy the adventure. I hope that they maintain that little level of friction between them and it comes up in interesting ways, but also, that they warm up to each other. So that'll be interesting. See, what do y'all think about this Belinda aspect?
Love it.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see more of her.
I've
Honestly.
already made all my theories about the whole Belinda thing. So yeah.
I've gotten to the stage where I kind of don't want to have theories. I just want to see what happens.
I think I'm with Rain.
Nice.
I'm just gonna let it take me where it's gonna take me.
Will you be watching the rest on your own time? Second, were you intrigued?
Probably, yeah. Yes, I
Hell
was
yeah.
very intrigued, and I watched a little bit of the first series, and they had it set up in a way where I watched what I thought was the first episode, and it like opens with the doctor explaining his entire backstory in like 5 minutes, and I was like, oh man, I think I missed something, and then it turns out you have to watch the Christmas special, which was actually the first episode, and then the first episode picks up with the Christmas. So I ended up watching like 3 hours of Doctor Who as well.
Wait a minute, that means your first episode was Space Babies. I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Google gobble, we accept her. That was a reference, by the way. I had to reference it.
I think, the doctor monologuing for 5 minutes about the backstory is the openings of the Star Beast.
Yeah.
Yes. Thus. No, sorry.
Long story short, the Doctor
Google
explains
double,
all
we
of
accept them.
Series
One of
4
us,
from
one
like
of
2008.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed Second. I'm
Actually,
glad
where's that from?
you're interested enough to watch more.
Yeah.
It's very.
But also, second, I'm so sorry you're to watch more.
Welcome to the. All right, only 59 more years of this show's backlog to go through.
Welcome to our paid second.
Woo!
Yeah, we're free.
Shall we overall thoughts this thing and put a close to this madcap?
We shall. I think as the guest, second should go first.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I feel like I will just be reiterating everything that I've said throughout this episode. I thought it was really fun. I really like this doctor. I really like his companion. I really like the way the episodes are set up. Again, I've only seen like a handful of Doctor Who episodes from like the Tennant years, if you will. So I had an understanding of like the premise of the show, but I'd never just sat down and watched an episode. And I really like how it's set up. I like the writing in particular. It was a bit heavy-handed at times with someone yelling Planet of the Incels, but at this point, I think you can't be subtle anymore in television. So I applaud the bravery of someone being willing to just put that on Disney Plus. And I will be continuing to watch the episodes and probably go catch up on the first series so I have a better idea of what's going on.
Hell yeah.
Yes, so thank you for inviting me to watch into this wonderful and crazy world.
You're more than welcome.
So sorry.
Delightful to have you. But also, I will say, Russell T. Davies, the writer of this episode, and subtlety. Russell T. Davies' idea of subtlety is a brick to your fucking head.
Okay, yeah,
For better or worse, that's his style.
It's a brick that yells plot.
Yeah.
Plot, theming,
who shall go
messages.
next? Who shall go next?
I guess I will. I mean, honestly, this was a very solid episode. I understand why people are saying it's not like top like 10, but at the same time, it's a lot better than Space Babies. It's a lot better than most of season 1. And yeah, no, it's going to be a fun 7 more weeks of this.
Yay!
If I may.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Look. I kind of vibed with the Space Babies episode. It had some merits. This blows it out of the water as a companion intro. This rules. This just ruled. Belinda is just the coolest. Simultaneously mirroring past companion dynamics while also bringing her own agency and nobility and just compassionate nature to the table. Love Shooty Gatwa in this. He's flirty and fun, and he can give the emotional heft that is needed. Love the fucking concepts at play here. The Star Certificate, the Miss Belinda Chandra world. the AI generator, the planet of the incels or shit, the time explosion thing, and that end scene in the TARDIS. Just spectacular, wonderful. 7 more weeks of this quality, please.
Wait, Frez, what did you say? Something about mirrors?
Mirroring, yes, mirroring.
What?
Second,
First talking about
usually-
mirroring? Never.
Yeah, usually this is when Rain edits in a bit we did like so many years ago.
a
Since
decade
the beginning.
or more at this point. Second, I have a affinity for pointing out mirroring in the mirroring themes and images and whatnot in Doctor Who. So if someone acts like this and someone also acts like this, I'll be like, oh, they're acting like this person. That's a mirroring alert.
Yes. Fresno has an affinity for that. I have an affinity for ignoring that.
Whoop.
Yes, and Rain, being the stalwart upper class gentleman that he is being driven completely insane by it for the past 10 years. We love you.
Yeah, I feel that.
Send them the supercut that we did for Hellbent.
I will send the supercut for Hellbent when we finish.
I think we did. I think we already did.
Oh,
Anyway.
excellent.
Would you please go next? I'd like to finish off. So
Yeah, sure. Honestly, I'm loving this start to the new season. I cannot wait to see more Belinda. She's fantastic. As always, Shurigawa, beautiful. No notes. 5 out of 7. Love you. Never change. Please never change. RTD continues to knock it out of the park. And again, I don't know if this is just coming off the back of Chibnall. At this point, we haven't had Chibnall for a while, so I think it's just him continuing to be fantastic. I cannot wait for what's coming up next. I do hope we get an answer for Mrs. Flood soon. And I kind of hope that she stops doing the fourth wall a little bit sooner, because on the one hand, it can work, but eventually it is going to get to the point where it's like, okay, we get it. You can stop with the fourth wall breaking stuff. So I hope that they stop that fairly quickly. Because, like, are we a character? Are we, like, what's the context behind that? Please tell us. But otherwise, I'm having fun. And honestly, after seeing the preview for next time, I cannot wait for the next episode.
Anita Dobson and RTD have both said all of Mrs. Flood's secrets are going to be revealed this year.
Okay.
yes, but
Good.
RTD is also a lying liar, so that doesn't mean anything.
They'll be
True.
revealed, and then the show will be canceled forever.
Yeah, no, RTD's already telling people at one of the events that, sometimes a long break is necessary. And, he's going on and on about long breaks and stuff. It's like, oh.
Bitch, I will come after you.
Like I said, he's a lying liar who lies lyingly.
It's time for
I am not afraid-
a hiatus. It's time for you all to touch grass.
Yes.
To wait it out on the Doctor Who Wilderness Years tonight. I didn't have a good rhyme for that, but anyway. Ryan,
Somebody kiss my ass. Yeah.
Kat, do you have all your thoughts done on whatever this is?
Yeah, I just can't wait for us to talk about the next time trailer.
I'm with you. But I do have some overall thoughts of my own, if that's okay.
No, it's
Yeah,
not okay. How
that's
dare
what
you?
I'm saying.
So-
Go ahead and do your thoughts.
Strong-
No, go ahead.
Strong opener. Very strong opener. Some people are saying it's the best opening since Deep Breath. I'm not sure about that. I mean, Magician's Apprentice was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
The pilot was pretty good.
Clara.
But the pilot was Bill.
No, I was saying that. In
No, but you mentioned Deep Breath and everything, so
Yes, I know. I love the dynamic between the Doctor and Belinda. I hope it doesn't go too far with Belinda pushing back. I hope it doesn't go too
take
far.
that down.
Did I interrupt you during your overall thoughts? No. Yeah, I hope it doesn't go too far in future episodes. I've got faith that it won't. And actually, some of the previews for the next episode kind of suggest that it won't, because she seems to be on board all of a sudden with not being home just yet. Not that she can be, of course.
It's more of the choice. She doesn't have a choice.
True. Should also point out the fact that the calendar is the same
Sure,
day
we can
in
yell
real
at Kuchiri
life.
and interrupt him all she wants.
May 24th, 2025 is the same day in real life that episode 7 is going to air. So we're doing that again.
2010 when the show was good.
Yeah, it's strong. It's very strong. It's not a perfect episode. I think it's a 7 or an 8 out of 10 if I had to give it a grading, but I don't like giving it an arbitrary grading. So I'll just say it was fun. It was a strong opener. I love where we're heading for the rest of the series. And on that note,
Where are we heading next?
next time is Lux.
Yes. Rubber hose animation. Yes.
Cuphead!
Yes.
This is just Cuphead.
Yes.
This is just Cuphead.
I love it. I love it so much. Like I have a huge love for rubber hose animation, and especially when it does stupid shit like coming to life like this. And oh my god, I'm so hyped.
And it gets even better because the animation is voiced by Alan Cummings.
boy.
Previously seen in Witchfinders as the very gay King Richard or King James.
King James.
Yeah. And
It's just my
also
country's history. No biggie.
Oh no, it's also the better host of the Traitors.
Wow. Those fighting words, Bucko.
Look, I don't care. I am just excited to see how the hell this animation comes out into the real world and how they do this, because like this is my jam, yo. This is my space jam, yo. Sorry.
That fits. That fits. Animation and live action interacting.
I know. I'm sorry.
I was going to cite Roger Rabbit, but fine, you can cite.
So Mr. Brigadier taking us all to Slamtown next week. Got it.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
To the jam.
Come on and slam, and welcome to your death.
I just thought of the funniest thing. Warner Brothers, HBO Max, whatever the fuck is like, the Looney Tunes thing with animation mixed with live action. Oh, write it off for tax purposes. Disney, yeah, sure, Russell, you can put a cartoon character in your phone box show.
We have some animators. Do you want to borrow them?
No, I'm not saying that something bad should happen to David Zaslav, but at the same time, if something bad did happen to David Zaslav, I wouldn't be too cut up about it.
Something bad should absolutely happen to him.
I think somebody should go to David Zaslav's house and make a mess of all of his pots and pans.
I think someone should tell people where they can find us, all of us lovely peoples.
Smooth.
I think you should step on some Lego.
That's a good idea. All of these are good ideas. So Tamir Kuchiri, where can you find us lovely people?
That was so forced, my God. You can find us little people.
Oh, I see how it is. Oh, that's our voice.
But it was. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh, fine. Don't do Mirror Alert. Play it.
Do the thing, Rain.
Doctor Who Mirror Alert. Doctor Who Mirror Alert.
Yeah, you can find us little people on Blue Sky. You can find us little people on Blue Sky, and the links below. I don't know if you don't have a Twitch stream, do you, Second?
No.
Yeah. Apart from the Second, we all have Twitch accounts in the links below. / Freezing Inferno, / Cockney Usurper, / the Kuchiri, / Radiac. And because they've been such a good sport, Second, is there anything you'd like to plug?
No. Thank you for
Honestly,
acknowledging that
my
I was a
choice.
good sport.
It's like they've been here the whole time.
Yeah,
You got a cool YouTube, don't you?
It's like they've been on the wrong podcast the entire time.
Or the right one. Maybe I was on the wrong podcast before this one.
Wow.
Finally, I
Maybe
found
you
my
should come
place.
here and you should replace our host.
I would never replace
Wait,
anyone.
what?
Now we're getting anti-monarchy. It's a fucking coup.
Coo. Now I'm a pigeon.
Oh no! Don't fucking stop. Wait. A pigeon? Oh, hang on, cat.
Xenoblade. So,
A pigeon? Well, I'm not a pigeon. Are you a pigeon, Jenny? No, I'm not a pigeon, dear.
oh my God.
Anyway,
But yeah, Second's got a fantastic channel, which, with their permission, I will link below. Kamen Rider covers, Sentai covers, all that jazz.
And you can hear them and 3 more of us on Kamen Rider reviews on Kuchiri's channel, where we discuss Hibiki, the Very Strange Show, which has everyone's favorite protagonist ever, Tara Asumu.
Uh-huh.
It does not star a punching girl, in fact. Oddly
But
enough.
it's good.
No, it
Very
stars a
disappointed.
kid that they decided to do a masturbation joke a while
Yeah.
back.
I like that this is what you focus on.
And we haven't got over it.
Because it's the most outplaced thing ever in a Kamen Rider show.
Yes. Anyway, books.
Thousands of people died in build, and you're like, ooh, this is the most out of place thing in Kamen Rider.
People dying in Kamen Riders in place. What are you talking about?
Anyway, books. So by Back to the Valve Volumes 1, 2, and soon to be 3 by Elena Fenrir McTeer, by The Terror of the Trees by Sean Dillon, and by Shadow of the Gallifreyan, Book 1, including Sean and Lena and our very own Freezing Inferno. Yes, I know which stories you've done. And you're going to ask me what's my favourite of the ones I've read so far? Silence is Golden.
Tell me about that one.
That's the one where Canton the III protects Harvey Milk.
Oh my god, that rules!
That is such a good one.
Wait. You're in the book. You've been bugging Rain to read the book. You haven't read the book?
I read the book when it came out 2 years ago.
Yes.
Wait,
It was
you're
a
in a
Christmas
book?
present.
Nobody told me this.
I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing, and I need some help saying this thing. I know where you live, cock.
Can we move on past this, please? Thank you.
Yes, let's move on.
Certainly. Certainly.
Yes.
Now you know why we don't let Frez have their way sometimes.
I'm a menace that can't be
I'm
stopped.
calm,
Rainier, continue
I'm
with the
cool.
plugs.
Well, I've done all the I've plugged all the books. I think unless there's a secret one I don't know about.
Is there a
So
secret Kamen
it's
Rider
that-
book we don't know about?
No. Do you think they'll let us ever make a Kamen Rider book here in America without Toei's
Fair point.
okay. But other than that, is it time to say goodnight?
Unless you've got anything else to plug, I think it's time to say goodnight.
Buy the K9 plush from Build-A-Bear. I got one.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Cute.
We have to import it because it's not in our Build-A-Bear, but it's a real thing.
Speaking of plushes, I was cleaning here the other day, and I found that silly, droopy-looking blue plushie you sent me, Kat.
Oh.
You remember that little weirdo? You got it at like a fair or something?
Yes, I do.
You can't blaze that.
You know what else I've got? I've got a Mothman plush that I got from Build-A-Bear. I'm kind of
Chris?
annoyed with it because it was supposed to have Defying Gravity in it. They sent me Popular instead. So I have a Mothman that sings Popular.
Oh my god.
This podcast brought to you by Build-A-Bear.
Say goodnight, Rainiac.
I wish I was joking. I'm not.
I know you're not. Also, good night, Rainiac. And again, huge thank you to Second for being our special guest. Seriously, go check their channel out. They are awesome voice. And I love the fact that you're going to be continuing watching the show.
Yes, happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much for enduring this chaos with us with a happy smile and a good attitude.
Yeah.
Thank you for
course.
putting up with us. I'm so
Let's put
sorry.
it
I
another
enjoy
way.
hearing all of the opinions from the seasoned veterans of this show.
Yes.
That's a very nice way of putting it. Also, my work here is done. And see you join us next time. Join us next time as another guest joins us. And we talk about episode 2, Lux, guest starring Alan Cummings as a mad cartoon.
I am
The
going
better
to
host of the trailers.
I'm not going to dignify with a reply. Until next time, bye for now.
Bye.
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 Toodaloo.